Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. My name is Leticia. Welcome to the channel. So if you clicked on this video, it means that you're interested in red lips. Maybe start adopting it. Maybe just getting new ideas of how to style it, or maybe you just want to be entertained. Anyways, we're talking about red lips today. So even if you haven't worn red lips much or even at all, you're probably familiar with the fact that red lips have been like a statement and they have a lot of baggage, let's say, in history when it comes to style and showing personality. It's a color that demands attention, it exudes passion, vitality, sensuality, whatever you want to call it, but it's not just that. It reflects the wearer's self-confidence and power. It makes you feel like $1,000,000. In other words. And that kind of meaning, the empowerment, is universal across many cultures, across centuries. It's basically in our DNA because it's, well, the color of blood. It's been used by Marilyn Monroe, Elizabeth Taylor, Cleopatra. I don't know, everyone. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people. And usually those figures that have that kind of power image over some kind of power, not necessarily the political kind of power, but maybe the sensual kind of power, but a type of power. And today red lips still remain a staple of beauty. You can wear it in a very simple, bold way where the red lips are the start of the show, and you can go to all out, almost drag looks, which is also super fun. And it's always captivating and it always makes heads turn. Because, it's red, it's charm, it's just is. So if you want to embark on this journey where we start applying red lips and we show how you can amp up the look and how you can do it in a way that you feel more comfortable, keep watching. So the first, and I would say the biggest step with red lips is, if you're not used to them, you're always going to feel a shock. Because it is. It's the first color psychologically our brain goes to. It doesn't matter which other colors are around. Red is the first one our eyes are drawn to. So it is a bold statement. It's everyone's gonna see. I'm not saying that to discourage you. Au contraire. I don't know. I'm butchering French. What I'm trying to say is that it's very nice, but you have to be smart about it. So if the first time you're gonna wear red lips is the time you go into a party, you're gonna feel so out of your skin and uncomfortable in a very, very, very self-conscious kind of way. Try to experiment it before. Don't wait up to the day you have to wear or you wanna wear the red lip to actually wear it. And then there's the fact that you should choose the best red for you. There are thousands, millions, infinite types of reds. We already talked a lot about coloring. We can link some videos here, but depending on your coloring, there are reds that are gonna flatter you and reds that are going to not be so great. And of course, you never have to be very strict with colors, but when we're talking about something that is in the center of your face and is the first thing people are gonna look to, maybe you should be careful with that color. Just a hint. If you know you have warm undertones, stay in the reds that are rusty and orangey. If you know you have cold undertones, stay on the neutral bluish kind of reds, right? Myself, obviously don't have the warm ones because they look absolutely horrid on me. And that's the first thing. But there's also something else, another component. I have a high contrast complexion. So I can wear bold lips, dark lips. That applies to my reds. If I wear something that is very pastel, like very light and unsaturated, that washes me out, makes me look like the undead. For you, it might be the opposite, right? So you have to get these recommendations for your general coloring and apply to your red lips. If you have lower contrast, so if you're an autumn, try to gray a little bit your reds. So instead of going for the bold red, try to gray it a little bit. It probably will start getting a little into the brown territory, but you can choose something that is still, a red. Red as a red, not that much yellow, more red in it. If you can carry the bold ones, awesome, go for it. Experiment before, go to the store, swatch, ask for a clean swatch they can exteriorize and apply on your lips so you can see I know it's gonna be a shock because you're gonna apply that all the color and you're not used to it, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, it looks horrible. But some are going to actually look horrible, and some are actually look at home. There is a difference. There is a difference for you not being used to it, and a difference for you just actually not looking very good, not being your best colors. Around your face, please always try to wear things that are your best colors. Do yourself a favor. Mostly if you're starting in your journey with red lips, they are overpowering. They can be by itself. So if you're wearing the wrong color, it's gonna look even like more overpowering because no one's gonna see you. They're just gonna see the lips, you know, the red lips. But if you're wearing your good red, your right red, they're gonna see the context. They are gonna look first, they're a bit drawn to the red, but they are gonna look at the whole thing. And the whole thing, in this case you, is gonna look nice. So just a recap, if you have dark, rich, contrasty coloring, you go for the bolder, dark colors. If you don't, try to go for the grayish, lighter colors, versions of red. If you are warm, go for the peachy or the ones that look like they're a little more orangey. And if you are colder, the ones that have more blue. There's always like some neutral reds. This is very difficult, like it's very difficult to tell. So try to go for reds that actually you can clearly tell, because if it's too neutral, it might look good on you, it might not. It's kind of risky, try it out. And even inside your own range, so there will be some shades that are more bold or darker, some shades that are like a little more muted. So even inside the range that looks good on you, that will be the bolder ones, the ones that make more of a statement, and the ones that are more muted. I don't know, it depends on you and depends on the image you want to convey and how you want to look in the end. Nowadays, I don't wear that many red lips, honestly. I know, but I used to. It was my go-to, basically. And I had some friends like coming up to me and being like, oh, you wear red lips so well, I love it. But every time I try it on myself, I feel like a clown, I feel horrible, like I can only see my red lips. I'm like, man, but that also happened to me. It's a matter of you getting used to it, used to your own coloring looking like that when you look in the mirror, right? It's just level of comfort. The more you do, the more comfortable you get. And then at some point, red lips, when I am actually wearing red lips, I feel like just myself, like just actually this is me washed out. Which is kind of true, because the red lips do bring the bold contrasty coloring that looks better on me. So, you know, for each its own, is that the same? But you are going to feel uncomfortable until you break the barrier by wearing it often enough that you will be comfortable. That's just what it is. And I thought that this was a perfect occasion to bring this video because it's Christmas, it's holidays, whatever it is your holiday, and the red is associated with the winter, with this time of year, with the, you know, all the celebrations, at least for Christmas, and I think a lot of them others too. So it's just a time where you want to like look pretty and look, you know, a little extra. The red lip is one of the best ways to go. And now we're gonna start our makeup from the red lips, actually, because I'm gonna go step by step showing you how to grow your look from the red lips. It might go terribly wrong, I hope not. I bring you here many red lips and products. First thing is, if you have a very firm hand and you know how to apply very precise lipstick very well, great, just go for the lipstick. If you don't, like most people that don't have practice or people that are aging and losing the precise borderline of your lips, use a pencil. It's a very good investment if you want to wear the red well. And I say that because that's going to maintain the lips with the right shape before you apply the lipstick. So you make sure it doesn't do funky things, because it's very easy to see red if it's out. I mean, if you're very fair skin. But usually red is so bold that it's very easy to tell if it's like coming out of the places where it shouldn't. So another thing that you might want to invest in, or you might already have because it comes in a lot of brush sets, is the lipstick brush. That's more if you feel comfortable with it. If you have a very creamy lipstick, or, you know, a cream, literally a cream pen, it might be a good thing for you to have just to apply with precision. It may help. And now for the lipsticks. We have bullets which for me is the MAC ones. I really like this formula. This is not the normal formula. It's the actually Powder Kiss lipsticks. It's very bright, but you can build it up. I like this powder formula because you can build it up very well. You can just blot it a little bit in the center of the lips, or you can keep building it up until it's full-on red lip. Can you tell? It's not exactly, it does have a little more yellow, but it's still not warm, but it does have more gray. So it is a little more subtle. I'm looking just to check that I'm showing actually what I'm supposed to, because I'm the worst at swatching. Something that also leaves a velvety finish and I love to pieces is the Rare Beauty Liquid Soufflé. You can also do the same thing, so you can blot it or build it up. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a little more blue. Then we have some long wear. So if you're going to a party and you don't have, or even your own job, I don't know, whatever you're doing, and you don't want to keep reapplying all the time. I hate that kind of thing. That's why I don't use those that I just showed much. I go for the Color Stays Suede Ink. I Want It All, and another one, Breadwinner. So I Want It All, it's almost like a nudie, is the last one. So you see, it starts going into the nude kind of brown territory, which is for people that have very low contrast. They can't wear like that super bright red that they get overpowered by it, so you can, mute it a little bit. And this last one is Breadwinner, and you can see it's really like red. And if you like more like a vinyl finish, because this, you can see this is more like a lipstick matte kind of finish, right? All of them are more velvety, souffle, matte kind of finish. If you like a vinyl, like glossy finish, but that does not move, those don't move, but they are matte, right? They can dry up the lips a little bit, so you have to, care for your lips beforehand. Is this last one here, Unrivaled, and this one is Wicked. You see how you have like darker versions, muted versions, and they are all red, but they are very different versions of red and finishes of red. And the end is just, a glossy red, because, it might just not be for you. You might not like the lipstick texture, whatever it is. There's also a gloss, which is not super colorful. Usually glosses are not, but there are some that do carry more color. Just a little bit of red, maybe with a lip liner, like this. The proof that they don't come out, well, easily. And now we're gonna start applying. Then lip liner first. So to apply lip liner, just don't, if you're not used to it, don't make things up. Just go with your own contours, slowly, little by little, connecting the dots, and don't try to overline and do all of that jazz, because if you're not used to it, it might go very wrong in a very strong and bold color, which you will regret. Also, very precise applications of red lips usually have a little bit of concealer to clean it up, because it is an overpowering color, okay? So you might need that, or at least wipes that can have makeup remover, and you can, just correct it. I'm going all in. So there you go. I didn't used to wear lip liners. I would just always like go directly with the bullet, and I would do a very good precise application. But lately, aging, I think I'm feeling more comfortable doing the lip liner first. So that's a tip for you. Also, moisturize very well your lips before. Make sure you don't have anything peeling, nothing like that, because that will ruin your lip. Because everyone will be staring at it. No pressure, but it will not look like perfect and the way you probably want it to look like. So from here, let's start. You moisturize, you applied your lip liner. Maybe you don't want to. So what you can do, if this is already very overpowering and you are on that stage where you're trying it out and feeling comfortable, or that's your limit and you already reached that this is your limit, you can apply a gloss right now. Because the lip liner is already present, it already gives me the, I'm wearing a red lip. That's it's done. It doesn't make that much of difference. And why didn't I apply any other makeup? Because if you're not comfortable with a red lip, there are chances are that you are also not like a person that wears a lot of makeup. You might, so In this case, this part is not really applicable to you. But if you are one of those that don't really wear makeup but you want to wear a red lipstick for, a special occasion, then you might also not be super comfortable with wearing full-on skin. So when you wear a red lip, it will make more drastic of a change in your looks, that things are gonna start showing up a little more, like a little more of your dark circles, rosy patches, and all of that jazz. So if you are wearing red lips, I do recommend, of course, doing a very good skincare routine before, like always, but also wearing a little bit of concealer if you have those, which most people do, dark circles, red patches, discolorations, just so you don't feel self-conscious about those, because you might be feeling comfortable about the lips, but the rest of your face is making you very uncomfortable because now you look like you're like halfway done. I'm not saying that this couldn't be a look. It could. You do whatever you want. I actually did this many times, but if you're training to get more comfortable, this might be one of the reasons why you are not comfortable. So the first thing I'm gonna do is color correct my under eyes. So it's just a peach corrector. And if you don't wear usually makeup, this might be enough for you, because then it might already give you the confidence of having a more perfected skin, which is the under eyes and the red lips. It might be enough. I still feel like I need some help. So I'm gonna do a foundation. I'm gonna try to do a very light application because that's usually what I do anyways. I don't carry very heavy face look. But let's do primers first. Recommendations: if you're going for a party and you want it to last very long, we already talked about this. This primer, or the Milk Grip primer, or the other one from e.l.f. that is exactly like this but doesn't have any niacinamide, all perfect to make it last. Your skin looks very good, very flawless, and lasts forever. And if you want to brighten things up, there are many types that do this, like the pearly, glowy, shiny goops. I'm just trying to pan the Rare Beauty one, and I love a shiny look on my cheeks. And for my T-zone, the e.l.f. These areas around the nose are very tricky. They're always peeling and lifting on me, so it's a very good primer for this kind of thing. And of course, I might be, messing up the lips and the concealer right now because I'm doing things in a very wrong, different order, just to show you guys how you can evolve the look. But you would be doing that in a different order, okay? You wouldn't be starting with your lips. This is just for you to see like what are the possible combinations and try out at home.
Or maybe just to entertain yourself. It's also a possibility.
So I'm going with my new baby. I don't know how I didn't know this before. L'Oreal Infallible, and it's absolutely gorgeous. This might look like a lot, but it's not. It's really liquidy. You can see how it's already dripping over my face. And you will focus application on the center of your face. Don't worry much. Of course, blend the edges, but this is the area where you have to have more of a finished look around your lips and these areas that have natural spots. And then, if you did your homework right, if you're building it slowly, you're gonna start noticing, where do I still need more coverage? In my case, I would say just my nose that is very red. I would feel more comfortable because of the red lips mostly, too. More coverage on my nose. Make sure you're blending, even though you're not applying much in the edges, make sure you're blending. And voila, you can already feel much, better. Maybe, maybe not, maybe you don't care, but I feel more confident. Is my skin 100% perfect? No. Do I need it to be? My answer is no. Your answer might be yes. In this case, you keep going and you probably already know more about makeup and I don't have to tell you how to, amp up the coverage. But I feel like this, it's still making me look natural. Some of my real skin is shining through, so you can still see it, which it gives me more of a natural feeling. But because I am doing everything in a very weird order, I have now a little bit of dry under eye circles. So I'm going with my favorite, spoilers, Fiera concealer, a little bit under eyes because it's more moisturizing. So it will revitalize, or so I hope. Just heating up a little bit. No, just blending. For you, this might be more than enough to be the special look. For me, I will keep going a little more and show you other variations. So one thing that can wash you out with the red lips, because you kind of blanked up the bad things on your skin, right? So you blanked up the under eye circles and spotty patches that you might have. So now you're like, okay, I could have some color though. So yes, blush is usually necessary. It's usually also not the star of the show unless you really like it. You can, go all out and do whatever you want. But if you were like trying to get used to, the red lip, a little bit of blush is going to be very important. I'm going to start with one of my favorites, the MAC Glow Play in So Natural. It's a very natural color, so I don't want my cheeks, in my case, to go overboard. I just want to have some light, some life. Now you can see, hopefully, that I look much more healthy. The life's back. I'm still a little bit too shiny in some areas because I haven't applied any powder, because I'm doing all creams before. You do whatever the order you prefer. No? If you might just have powder blushes, then you can go ahead and powder totally if you want. I'm gonna add just a little bit of pink with the Milk Raleigh, just to make sure I have more of a cold vibe going on. Just a teeny tiny more blush. See, but this could be it. Honestly, from here you could just apply some mascara just so don't wash out your eyes and be ready. And that's actually a very normal and popular look. A lot of people will do an eyeliner, a black eyeliner, a cat eye, very basic, kind of difficult to do if you're not used to it, but basic eye, and just mascara, you're ready. Good for holidays. Good for the party. If you're going for the party though, you might want a little chisel. If you know what you're doing, again, don't try it the first time while getting ready, literally, for the party, okay? My advice is that you try normal days that you don't even have to go out to do grocery shopping. That you can just be you, yourself, maybe your family, whatever, whoever lives with you. And that's it. That's my recommendation. So you can make sure you're getting used to it before you expose yourself to the world. And because, I'm me, I want highlighter, okay? It's a party, let me be. And I am trying out this Hello Glow Beauty Wand in Champagne from e.l.f. See? Amping up the look. Now let's go for powder, shall we? I'm gonna use my One True Love that I use every single day. And a little bit in the T-zone. I'm not getting a lot of product, okay? I'm just trying to touch up in some areas just so they don't look super oily in the end of the day. And now I'm going in with the blushes just a little bit, just to bring a little bit of the color back. There you go. So this is like with nothing in the eyes, I just applied a little bit of blush in my eyes. You see, like, you don't need that much. I do think most people will need some correcting around the face, which can be spot correcting depending on how much, issues you have, because I have scars and redness and all over. For me, a foundation is more practical. And now the eyes, what can you do? You can, again, just an eyeliner or just mascara out of the door. You can do a top shadow, all over shadow with some glitter, very celebratory too, out of the door. But you're talking about red lips, so you could go with colorful eyes, you could go with smoky eyes, you could go with anything you want, creative eyes, like very abstract, whatever you want. I'm going to try to stay close to the realm of the normal things. It's not such fine. Because I want the red lips to shine. I just applied some eyeshadow primer in Penderly MAC Paint Pot. And now I'm going for an easy smoky with my two trustees Laura Mercier Caviar Stick. First in strapless to give it like a base. And I love this easy smoky technique that I developed, because it instantly looks amped up, but it's not too much, or at least it's not red as too much. And now with cocoa. See how this is a very, easy, very easy smoky look. We can still work on it even more. I'm just going in with the Revlon eye palette So Fierce. I think the color it's a dub. This is a gem from the drugstore, 100%. Going with the dark one just to help it to set. Some inner corner lighting up with this one. So we have this as like a easy smoky. Now we're gonna do an iteration with sparkle. You can do some easy sparkle with the Moon Dust. Remember, I still don't have mascara on, so it's already like a impact, but it's still elegant, but a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of mystery. Because, if you're celebrating, it might not be your case, but, well, actually, I wear glitter every day. But nothing says celebration like red lips, sparks, glitters all over the place. I also have some indie, very metallic, beautiful eyeshadows that could be like a beautiful topper. And that's the thing with the red lips. You decide where you want to take it. You can do a glam, you can do simple, you can do whatever you want in the rest of your face, as long as you feel comfortable with it. That's the goal here, feeling confident but comfortable in your own skin. For me, this is very comfortable. For me, this is like everyday makeup. Darken up the eyes a little more with some brown pencil. Quick tip, if you're not used to working with a lot of color, reds and glitters and all of that, fingers get dirty. Don't put your fingers directly on your skin like that, because you probably create a mess. Be very careful where you put your hands to support your application, okay? And clean your hands with towels and etc. Now mascara. Ooh. Now some eyebrows, and hopefully you can see how I'm just building up on the foundation, but you could have stopped way before. It depends on your level of comfort, how far you want to take it. Now I think my red lip could use, a little amped up too, because now we did a lot. So my preferred lately is the Breadwinner Color Stay Suede Ink. It's like lasts forever, super comfortable. Like I don't have any other reason to use any other of those. And hopefully you were able to tell how fast this was and how quick it was to apply. It's like kind of hard to compete, I think. So yeah, this is the final look. Not really, not yet. Because I don't know if you noticed, the rest is not matching. So that's the thing about the red lips, right? It carries the whole look. Yes, it can. But for you to get more comfortable, I feel like most people have to be in their comfort zones, but still have to feel like everything is kind of matching up and they don't feel weird or out of place. For me, I would have to do more than that. I really have to take this robot because it's like I'm overheating. Hi. And here is another reason why the red lips are so timeless and so important, because they help to carry a look, but they complement the look, they make the look, they match the look. They are so iconic. And when you can wear red lip, I mean everyone can, but when you know how to and you feel confident on it, it's actually opens so many doors for you to look a little more classic, a little more elegant, or even a little more sensual if you want. Because red has and carries all of those meanings, besides being the perfect Christmas look. Let's be honest. So some tips to coordinate with the red. It can be understood as like festivities, holidays, Christmas, whatever you want to call it, look, or it can be just like, oh, I look fancy today. So I feel like one of the most important things is to, around your face, like feel like you're carrying it. So my hair right now, it's nothing against having the tight hair, but it's because it's just like very poorly tight, and It's not like it's not well done. So it looks like he was very like uncared for, let's say like that. And the red lips say exactly the opposite. So it's kind of weird when you have like everything's very like and your red lips is like perfect. Kind of weird, kind of like opposite messages going on. So you can have, you know, your hair pulled up very nicely, very sleek and beautiful. It will be awesome. See, good lipsticks. But in my case, I usually prefer to have my hair down like this, more like a wild statement. That's me. You can have like small earrings or no earrings. You can go for a little bigger hoops, which I am loving lately. Another good variation is having your hair in a braid in a special way. You can curl your hair, you can just let it be too. If you feel like Christmas and the holidays is your time, there you go. You can go all out in a statement. Earrings, a little bit of perfume can, you know, if you don't want to do anything and, you know, headbands and tiaras look good on you, maybe just wear one, a statement one. I love it. And this one's so comfortable, it doesn't hurt my head. And now for the fashion component, you could be all very, you know, basic, which is not a problem at all. I don't know why people are using basic as a bad thing right now. You can be just very like comfortable in clothes that you would just use daily and have a red lip and nice makeup. I do that all the time. I feel super confident and comfortable. You can pull something red, which is going to bring the festivities up to another level, but it can still be, you know, just a normal cardi. Is nothing that special. I don't even think I have something with glitter to wear. My fault. Or you can go very Christmassy. Oh, I removed the earring. And go with an ugly sweater. Now I'm done. I love it. That's my sweater that I only use on Christmas Day. It's great because you can make it intentional, you know. I know this is an ugly sweater, but I'm pure glamour, you know. It's not that I hate myself and I'm wearing an ugly sweater, it's that I love myself and I'm wearing an ugly sweater. What you gonna do about that? Or you might just not want to risk it at all and go with a basic, in a good way, black look. A little black dress, your version of black, you know, a neutral. Navy looks great with red. Dark green, I know, very Christmassy, but you know, if it's Christmas, whatever. Dark brown, dark gray looks beautiful. Or you can go a little fun like pink, blue, purple, you know, it's like, it's all game because you're doing something special after all. Even if it's not, the black dress, black t-shirt, turtleneck in my case, it always complements very well the red lips because it pulls it to more of like a mainstream, very elegant, kind of maybe simple, even minimalist, depending on where you want to take it look, and elegant. And I love it. What do you think? Which of my looks were your favorite? What do you think? One thing that I will say for sure, you can do whatever you want, but if you're already not very comfortable with the red lips, I would say try to stay very much in your comfort zone for the clothes, the hair, and the styling. It has to match the level of care and attention, but if it's too out there, for example, you never use patterns and you want to also wear a dress that is patterned from head to toe with a red lip, you might not be comfortable. I'm not saying it's not going to look good, but you might feel very, you know, out of your skin and uncomfortable. So do some trials before. Again, with the red lips, obviously do trials before. Don't wait till the last day. So just to summarize, find your right shade. Find your intention. Do you want to be bold, vibrant, sexy, powerful, or just festive and creative? That's good too. But find the good tone of red that matches you and that works for you, because you know it's in the center of your face, so pay attention to that. Build your makeup in accordance to your comfort level. So sometimes just a little bit of correcting to pull the red lipstick and match is elegance. Sometimes full face, full eyes, maybe just an eyeliner, whatever you feel like you can pull off and you are comfortable with, you know, that's the goal here, feeling confident. And then try to match the other parts of your styling, your hair, your jewelry, your clothes, matching your comfort level, but still making you feel confident. And try before, don't leave it to the last day. What did you think about it? What are your opinions? Do you have a perfect red that you always go for, or you never wore red before in your lips? Let me know in the comments below. And like always, thank you for watching, commenting, subscribing, liking. And most importantly, have an awesome day. Bye.